Hello, beautiful people. Apparently today we have a co-host. I wasn't aware. I didn't receive any type of contract negotiations or what have you, but here we are. Um, and, yeah, I digress. The purpose of my video today is to discuss um, people not necessarily already linked up in relationships, but people who are um, wanting to pursue relationships, whether they have already met someone or whether they plan to attract someone via things that they're doing, to elicit a response from a potential partner or mate, um, or whether uh, they are not capable of doing so for one or two or 12 reasons. But what we're going to discuss today, we're going to minimalize it and break it down into a very small nugget that you could possibly pass on. Okay, I see our co-host has now turned her back. Apparently, I am not entertaining her. I hope that my endeavor to entertain you is met with much more positive response than we are getting here. Anyway, again, I digress. Um, let's say, for instance, the holidays are coming up, and this is a particularly difficult time for a lot of people who may not find themselves necessarily linked up in companionship with another human being. I'm not going to discuss people who may be linked up in companionship with other people. I have this cat here, but I am not in any way linked up in um, uh, companionship with her, other than we friends and we hang out and I feed her and clean her box. And basically, what are you here for? I really don't. But anyway, again, I digress. The topic at hand that we are discussing is people who would like to find themselves in situations where they are romantically, compatible with another person and they can link up just in time for the holidays. And maybe they'll break up when the warm weather comes. I don't know, some people do that. I'm not saying that this is what you will utilize this information to do yourself, but I'm saying that that is a distinct possibility. Well, let's first discuss one particular type of person who may be wanting to link up with someone, and maybe through happenstance they come across someone who is a potential candidate for a mate, and they invite them out to eat or to dance or to go to the horse races, or I don't know, to go to the strip club and throw dollar bills at random women. I don't know that that would be necessarily something you would want to do on a first date, but I'm speculating here, and there are a myriad of things that someone may choose to do on a first date. I really hope you don't take no broad or dude to no strip club on your first date, because that's just really not the impression that you're trying to set, unless, of course, you have other plans for your holiday. But anyway, you take this person out and you go out on a date and you sit there, and for I don't know what reason, after you have invited this nice person out, you turn into Molly Mushmouth or Tom Twisted Tongue and you say nothing. And the person is left to sit there to repeatedly ask you questions and get to find out about you. But you, however, have not asked for anything except for possibly the menu and uh, what you have chosen to order. That would not necessarily bring a person closer into you. So if you make the step to ask someone out on a date, I would suggest that you practice beforehand if you are not a person who is familiar with engaging in conversation with normal people. I mean, all of us are not able to do that. There are many reasons why you may not be a person who can engage in conversation with normal people. I am not judging. God ain't hiring. But anyway, another such situation could be that maybe you have a nice person who lives on your block, and they just moved there, and you see them, they coming back and forth, to and fro about, and you decide that you might like to meet this person and get to know them better and possibly engage in a relationship or hook up or link up, or something a little more long term. We're not talking short term, wham bam thank you ma'am, here's, because that's easy, that you could do that anywhere. We talking something a little more permanent, even just like I said, to possibly last you through the holidays, because the warm weather, spring break and all that stuff. But anyway, what I'm saying is you want to approach this person and you want to ask them, can you get to know one another better? And, you know, you might want to take care of certain things unless that person happens to be hanging out on that corner with you. If you are a person who is particular to hanging on corners and, selling dime bags of weed all day, that might, not be something that that person is really interested in. And so if that person is not standing there with you on that corner selling dime bags of weed, or possibly buying those dime bags of weed from you, in that case they still probably would not want to interact with you past that point. Because I don't know a lot of people that just like hang out with the people that they buy drugs from. Not that I know people who buy drugs or have been a person who has purchased drugs myself. No, what I'm saying is, if you are the person who is on that corner purchasing drugs and you meet this person and they want to get to know you better, maybe your interests might not be. That probably wasn't a good example. Let me see. Let's say that you yourself are a person who constantly speaks about wanting to get to know someone of caliber, a certain caliber, a higher caliber, someone past the drug dealer in the previous example I attempted to give you. Scratch that, pretend you ain't hear it. But what I'm saying is, you want to meet someone and you are a pretty decent person yourself, and maybe the issue with you not being able to meet someone is that you're sending out the wrong signals. If you are sending out hookup, side piece, third, fourth girl down the line, then you could continue to do the things that you are doing. Maybe, sending out nasty pictures of yourself on Instagram, posting nasty memes all up and through Facebook and True and Pinterest, and I don't know, maybe you have a board on Pinterest that is specifically designed to attract a side piece. But if that is not the mode of, relationship linkage that you are looking to acquire yourself, then you may want to alter the perception or persona that you are presenting to potential mates. You cannot possibly expect to, attract someone with morals and decency. I'm not judging. I'm not one to judge. I tend to, stay in my own lane as far as judgment is concerned, because God ain't hiring. As far as I know, I ain't seen no applications or nothing online. I look online quite often, and I don't think I've seen anything. But again, I digress. If you are attempting to link up with someone of substance, you may want to, curtail those butt-naked flyers that you send out when you meet people that you call business cards. I don't know. I've not seen many business cards that include naked pictures of people. I don't know. But all I'm saying is you have to be the part of the person that you're looking to attract, because opposites do attract, but they don't last, past those things that might otherwise turn normal people away from you. I'm just saying.